Hello. Welcome to the Biblievert Games. My name is Jacqueline, and I am so excited because we are going to be doing our third episode of the Chaos Challenge. And I would say it has been chaotic. If you are new to the stream, I did post a trailer kind of explaining a little bit about this challenge, as well as kind of like infographics might be the best way to say it, on my community tab over on YouTube. So definitely feel free to check that out. I've also listed everything in the Discord, and we would love for you to come join that Discord. We have a lot of fun. But overall, the concept of this challenge is to make this delightfully lovely, cozy, easy-going game as difficult as possible. So every single in-game day, time travel is allowed, but every single in-game day you have to earn 100,000 bells, and you have to spin a wheel to be able to like move on to the next day. Also, if you want to start any sort of like side quest, so the Able Sisters, Nook's Cranny, the museum, those kinds of things, you also have to spin a wheel. Starting off, there are 3 wheels. I know it sounds like a lot. It technically is a lot, so for that I apologize. But there's an early days wheel, and basically this keeps it from like soft locking you in the game. So today might be the day that we put the early days wheel away, but we'll see. The second wheel is like a daily kind of wheel, and basically you do not need time travel in order to accomplish any of these tasks. And then the last wheel is the difficult wheel, and this is the one that's going to be more for those like big side quests, putting down villager plots, that kind of stuff. And some of them are really hard. They will require time travel. For example, it's like finishing Happy Home Paradise or completing the entire museum, catching 5 stringfish, just chaos, hence the name. So that's what we are working towards. Technically, we can start the Nook's Cranny side quest. We have like completed our little task for that, and we have, I think, about 50,000 bells ish before we can do the museum side quest. We can start making donations for that. So we haven't even started the dialogue for that yet. So we do have some things that we can work on. We have our wetsuit, so we can finally go back to diving. Last week we were literally swimming, going diving. We spun the wheel and it said we couldn't use our wetsuit anymore. So like, that wasn't super fun. But I might be more strategic this time and like wait to spin the wheel until after we're done getting all the money. But I'm kind of realizing I think there might be something wrong with my chat, like on my end. So let me see if I can get that working. If you are here in the chat, please let me know if you can hear everything okay. I might just kind of have to get creative with getting this to show up. I do see Elle. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. It might just be Twitch that I'm not able to see the chat, but I'll continue working on that. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into the actual game. I'm glad you're here. Oh, by the way, it's raining again, which it was raining last week, and I feel like I can never get rain in this game, and now we've had it 2 weeks in a row. So, I mean, just feels crazy. So, all right, I would like to share a little info that might just improve your quality of life here on the island. You've made a big decision to start new life here on Eris. Do you want to make it big, bold changes to your personal style too? If so, I have news for you. Vanities, mirrors, and other items used for checking your looks can be used to change your looks too. Lovely. Okay, let's see. For some reason, the chat is still not showing up. Interesting. I'm sure I have done something wrong, undoubtedly. Might just have to take a second to fix that in just a bit. Oh, we have interest of 119 bells. How lucky for us. And we have Happy Home Academy, so that's lovely. Okay, so, wow, I genuinely cannot believe it's raining again. So we have our coelacanth. We caught 2 in the last stream. I'm cleaning right now, so I may not be active. Oh, Elle, I'm so glad you're here. Also, I'm so glad that you were chatting with Tiff earlier. Tiff is so incredible and always has like the best anime and manga recommendations. So I hope that y'all have a fun time chatting because she's a delight. Okay, so it also looks like our friends have upgraded their homes. So let's go ahead and say hi to them real fast. And let's see if I can figure out our lovely little chat or lack thereof. I will say this, Lyman has committed to the green and I respect him for that. I even like the little green, what's that thing called? Oh, Chips is his, that's a cute catchphrase. His tool, what is that called? This thing. That thing. Unsure. Okay, and also Tiff's here! You are a delight. Wow. And by the way, Jim should absolutely always say that you are a delight because you are. And we have Flo. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's a problem. Like, I've only been streaming once a week. Another thing I've been considering is currently, I think it's set to, like, in real life, like, it's synced to the clock. And so I'm kind of wondering it might, that, like, we're always playing on a Thursday at 5 p.m. And so we're never going to get, like, Daisy May or anything like that. So, we might have to consider what to do about that. Oh, a high-end stereo. Heyo. Honestly, I'm probably gonna sell it to make money. Okay, so I feel like I need to get my brain on straight. Let's go see how much money we have left to start the museum. Oh, we have a little present over here. Don't know how that happened. A digital alarm clock. All right. So we can see what we have left to do in terms of finishing the museum. So I think that can kind of be our goal today, because I think when we start the museum side quest, we also end up getting the shovel and the axe, and then we can start getting wood and the nuggets for Timmy and Tommy. So yeah. And like, I know I should probably spin the wheel for like the moving on to the next day one, but I'm really scared that it's gonna be the wetsuit and I really need the wetsuit right now. Okay, so we even had some money in our pockets, so we can just go ahead and deposit all of that. Okay, so we have to get 52,000 in order to be able to start the museum. So I am going to do that first. So I think let's go ahead and get like all of the fruit, and then we can also go do a quick little swim for some sea creatures. Can you imagine how bad her pockets, like how bad she probably smells from all of the things that she has in her pockets, like all the bugs and critters and things like that. Like, I imagine it's not wildly pleasant. Okay, actually, before I do this, I'm going to check and see about Twitch and if I am completely missing some of the chats over there. Oh my gosh, I have been! We have G and Liv? Y'all! I gotta fix this! Liv G, I hope y'all are doing well. I have no idea what's going on with this. I'm gonna do a quick YouTube or a quick Google to see. ADM multi-chat. We're gonna figure this out. Chat not working. Sorry, I have the loudest keyboard. Let's see. Oh, I bet that's what it is. I wonder if I'm using the wrong stream key. Not that I really know what I'm talking about here, but let's see. This might have to be the way that I solve this problem for right now. Okay, I can see it, but it's going to be a little bit wonky. Please let me know if anything sounds weird, because I have the stream muted but playing, so I feel a little bit weird how much I'm seeing myself right now. But Liv G, if something sounds weird, please let me know. But I'm so glad y'all are here. I feel like I've gotten to talk to y'all so much today. Liv, your stream earlier was so lovely and had the absolute best time getting to talk to you. I love the way that your island is turning out. It's absolutely stunning. So just really, really happy to see y'all. Also, I think I mentioned this just a minute ago, but please feel free to join the Discord. We would love to have you in it. It should be linked everywhere. But yeah, just really glad y'all are here. Also, live streams. Oh, mistake. I should have been ready for this. Oh, we missed it. Live streams. Liv, is it Tuesdays and Thursdays now? Cup of Liv is her Twitch channel, and her streams are so lovely and cozy and such a delight. So definitely go check her out. And she has such a fun Discord as well. Okay. Elle, I'm thinking of you right now in that I should have had my net out this entire time, and instead I got distracted by the lack of chat showing up, so and this is what we're gonna do. Also, now I just realized that I've blocked my other chat from showing up. There we go. Now I can see both. All right. Finally gonna get everything together. So something that I probably shouldn't out myself this way, but I'm going to, because if there's one thing I know how to do, it is humiliate myself. And I recently absolutely humiliated myself, and maybe I won't share that one, but I will share the one that happened on stream last week. So I was asking the chat, like, you know, when you are like fishing on your island or something and you're going, like, do you have a specific pattern and like pathway that you always follow? And so I was asking, like, do you go to the right or to the left? And someone like wrote left, and I was like, oh, this must be driving you crazy because I go to the right. And it wasn't that they said that they would go to the left, it's that they left the stream. And I like caught it in the moment, but like right after I was like, oh, then this must just be like absolutely driving you crazy. But I had the giggles the entire rest of the stream, thinking like, why? Why did you have to say something? Anyway, it has absolutely made me cackle all week. And I was like, I have to share that. Like, I don't know why I didn't share it last week, but I'm sure as heck sharing it this week. So maybe I need to turn off like when people, like the notification of like when people leave, because apparently I'll think they're just talking to me. So, gee, baby girl, I don't know how y'all are awake. Like, y'all are night owls, and I used to be, but now I think it's my age showing. I'm getting too old for that, and I just really, really, really value my sleep now. Okay, we'll come back and get that in a second. I need to go through and clean out my pockets, that's for sure. But I hope y'all are having an absolutely lovely day. If y'all are joining and you're playing a game or lurking or reading, tell me what you're up to, what game you're playing, what book you're reading. I'd love to hear about it. Oh no. Gee, the little one's asleep. You should be asleep. Okay, so good news. I think we can, I don't know why I didn't sell all of this stuff last week. I must have just been like logging off. There's nothing else to say. Okay, let's see how much we get from this. Okay, so we're making some good progress. Let's go back and get our message in the bottle so we can get this DIY. And let's just go ahead and like collect all the stuff that we can. Good news, it's not like we can catch the barrel eye today, because I think that comes out at 9. I might be making that up, but I'm not going to be streaming that late, so I think we're going to be okay. Make me want to play. Tiff, you have to play Animal Crossing again. Yeah, that's the hard part, deleting the island to start over. I really wish that you could, I mean, they have dream islands now, and so, like, you technically don't have to start over, Tiff. You could just make a dream island and kind of bebop, but that is the hard part. Every time I go to delete an island, like delete all your save data, it's like, I don't know why it's painful to do it at first. Well, we went completely in the wrong direction there. My goodness. There we go. Tiff, tell me about your OG island. Like, have you played on it in a while, or is it more just hanging out and enshrined in all its glory? Okay. I have fished enough for the last few streams. We are not going to do it if we don't have to. Apparently, this has just turned into a fishing game, I guess, for me, because I didn't really do much last week, and now it's raining again, so it's not like we can catch a whole lot of the critters. Okay, so I'm going to, let's go ahead and check our message in a bottle. T-Bone sent us this one. And we have the bonfire. I think after I got back from visiting last year for a few days. Oh, wait. Elle, I love that your cats are going crazy. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you can hear my cat outside of my hobby room later on, because she does not like to be ignored. And she also doesn't like to be kept inside a specific room. So she's a little bit of a diva, if you will, but I do love her. Tiff, I say restart the island and oh, that's pretty. Give it a shot and hopefully you won't regret it too much. I would hate to be like restart the island and then you live in regret forever. Okay, let's see what little critters we can get today. Oh, another, like, today I just felt really dumb. So we've lived in this house, I guess, for almost 2 years. We're renting. And when we first moved in, I noticed that like to turn the shower on, that it was like upside down. And so it was like a little bit backwards and a little bit funky, but like obviously it was fine. Adapt. But earlier this week I like went to take a shower and I was talking to Connor and I was like, it was so weird. It like a valve must be like loose, like needs to be tightened or something, because literally I cannot like make it colder. It is scalding hot and I like my water hot. I'm like one of those girlies that if I'm showering, I don't mind burning the first layer of my skin off. But I was like, I could not get it to like, you know, cool down at least a little bit and not be like, just be warm and not like, you know, boiling. But I was like, but it was like kind of early in the morning. I wasn't fully awake yet. So like maybe I did something wrong, but I really don't think so. We've been here for 2 years. This isn't my first time taking a shower. And so I showered again today and like same thing happened. And I was like, this is so weird. Like what is going on? But I was like, Connor, like I know he showered yesterday and generally like he likes it cooler than I do. And so I was like, but he didn't say anything. He didn't say that it was like unbearably hot. So it must be me. And so I was like kind of messing with it today and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like do the opposite of what I think I should do, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I had done it wrong. Like my brain, for some reason, just decided to completely forget how to turn on our shower. Nothing's wrong with our shower. Nothing, the valves are fine. It was me. I just couldn't remember how to turn on a shower. So we're doing real great over here. I really wish that kelp stacked the way that like pearls do when you dive, because I get so much of it. I honestly wish everything stacked. If you can carry around 30 pieces of wood, chopped wood in your pockets, why can't you have 10 of the same creature or critter in your pocket? Ooh, okay, so last week we took advantage of our wetsuit and we went to like a different part of the island for the first time, and we were able to get like the oranges and the weeds and everything. But there's still one more portion of our island that we haven't been able to reach. So I think that's going to be another thing that I prioritize. So maybe we will fill our pockets completely and then it will swim over there and we can, or I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. Plans are made to be broken. So, oh, a sea urchin. Honestly, having a rainy day in Animal Crossing just makes me want to have a rainy day in real life. It was it was a beautiful day here in Texas. I will say that. So no complaints. I had to run some errands earlier, and it was definitely like windows rolled down. I was listening to Harry Styles' Thanks to Live. And so cannot complain. But of course now I'm wearing a sweater. Even though it's 73 degrees outside. So I'm not sure if Connor is lurking. Oh, hi, Nolan. Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day. Tell us about yourself. What are you up to? Hope you're doing well. Oh, yes. We're going to get to see Pascal. What wisdom is he going to bestow upon us today? You can have it. Oh yeah, he gave us a pearl. Okay. Procrastinating is just having optimism for the future while optimizing the present. Okay, Pascal, I like that one. I like that one. I'm doing so good. This is my third stream here on Twitch, so not long. I have I love watching gameplay and things like that. And primarily I was watching most of it on YouTube and not necessarily doing like the live streams and stuff. But just like love Breath of the Wild gameplay, those kinds of things. And so probably a year and actually longer than that, like 2 years ago, I started a YouTube channel to just upload Breath of the Wild content with like no commentary, just bebopping around. And it was it was because like when I would read, I would like to put that on in the background. And so I was like, well, I'll do it for myself. And then I started watching like a lot of Stardew Valley content and playing it. I absolutely love Stardew. And then also started watching some Animal Crossing content. And so I was like, wait, this is really fun. Like, I love the idea of the challenges and things like that. So I've probably been doing that for maybe around a year and a half. I need to check. Maybe not quite that long. Maybe it's been a year. But it's been so much fun. Absolutely a blast. I've never felt like I have been very good at decorating on Animal Crossing, and I would see a lot of people and like compare myself to them and things like that. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just learn and we can have a good time and do it. And anyway, yeah, so trying to take like a lot of pressure off of myself and comparison and instead just like have fun. So I decided to give streaming a chance, and that's how we're here. So yes, I've only been doing it like once a week for the last 3 weeks. So I just really am glad that you're here, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so I do, as of right now, I've been playing a ton of Animal Crossing. I definitely think that's the game that I've been playing the most as of late. But I have played a little bit of Pokopia, and so much fun. And this is a confession time, and I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but that was my first Pokemon game ever, was Pokopia. So, very, very, very much enjoyed it, but felt very new to all of Pokemon. And then I also started playing Tomodachi Life recently, and genuinely don't think I have laughed that hard in a long time. Absolutely hilarious. And then I think I've made a few videos, maybe just maybe just one video, but a game that I love playing like just on my own time is Star Sand Island. Star Sand Valley. Star Sand Island. I think it's Star Sand Island. It is such a fun game, and it's so beautiful, and I feel like it kind of mixes a lot of things about Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, and it like has like a really beautiful aesthetic as well. You can, you know, romance your neighbors and all things like that. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm gonna be stupid and I'm gonna sell my pearl too. Ooh, Tank Mechanic, World of Tanks, Split Satisfactory, and Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, so tell me about those games, because I don't know anything about them and I would love to learn. Oh, you're a streamer too! Yay! Okay, well, Nolan, so fun. When do you stream? I would love to make sure that I follow you and catch up on your streams. Okay, so good news. We have made 52,000, so we can officially start our museum side quests now. Yay. Okay, that was so much faster. That was so much faster than going around and fishing for 10 bajillion years. Okay, so let's go to the other part of our island, kind of clean that up a little bit. And oh, I missed selling one of our shrimp. But we did learn the mermaid vanity, which is so fun. No, but I am always looking out for other games and stuff. So I've talked about like going back and playing Breath of the Wild again because I miss it. It's my favorite game of all time. I liked Tears of the Kingdom a lot. I wouldn't say I didn't like it as much as Breath of the Wild. And the reason why is like, I just give me a weapon. Like, I don't need to attach monster parts to each other to make an even better weapon. Like, just give me a weapon and I'm good. And so, or like build a car or a flying machine. The desire to build and engineer things, that was not passed down to me, unfortunately. So it was a little bit lost on me, but I loved the plot. I thought it was such a wonderful game. I thought like the final boss fight, it was interesting with like how repetitive it was. So I didn't love that aspect of it. But I do think it's like an absolutely fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic game. I really like Cyberpunk. It's usually what I play. That's so cool. I need to check it out. And like, when do you stream and stuff? I'm not streaming right now. Yeah. Upgrading the PC. Since I just recently started, I have a PC, but like, this is what's so bad. And I'm very grateful because my husband, whose birthday's tomorrow, by the way, happy early birthday, Connor. He is very knowledgeable on all things like tech and things like that. So I definitely did a lot of research regarding the PC and how I wanted to do things and what I needed and all that kind of stuff. But it was still like really, really overwhelming to figure it all out. But the nice thing is, you know, with more of the cozy gaming aspect, I didn't really need a whole lot of oomph from my PC. And so, but I've been very, very happy with it. I think it's oh gosh, let's see if I can even remember. NXCT Player 2? Player 1? I can't remember which one it is. But I do really like it. I like it a lot. And I can certainly share the link to it in the Discord. But yeah, and I hate to say this, but it's also pretty. And I liked that But I don't have like any lights or anything on the inside. It's just white, but I like that. I work for a nonprofit. I'm the chief of staff for a nonprofit. We do global maternal and child health. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but the nonprofit I work for is works in Haiti, in India, in the West Bank, Gaza, and we're hoping to expand into Kenya and Uganda. Probably Kenya by the end of this year, and maybe Uganda in like 2020, end of 2027 probably. So we're working on that. But yeah, I love it. It's a wonderful nonprofit. It does incredible things, and I feel very, very, very blessed to get to be a part of it. Ooh, you work at a coffee shop. I love that. Okay, tell me, what's your favorite drink order? I am horrible and I don't like coffee, but I'm a huge tea drinker. I love, 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 love tea. And so my favorite's Earl Grey, but I also love masala chai. I was in India earlier this year, and like, just unreal how incredible the tea, the food, all of it was just absolutely delicious. So I now, there's no chai can ever compete, unfortunately. I feel like I've been ruined forever from how incredible that chai was. Ooh, you're a mocha fan. I bet that's good. I wish I liked coffee. And every once in a while I think about it, I'm like, okay, just try it again. Like, you'll be fine. But I don't even like the smell of it. Like, I just think that, yeah. But I do love like a big, massive cup of Earl Grey in the morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, listen, I am sure that I need to decorate my Twitch channel more and to get more people. So any recommendations you have, please let me know. Again, I am very new to all of this, and definitely just still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I would love to see their channel. Please share it, Nolan. That'd be awesome. And don't forget, share your channel as well so that we can subscribe and whenever you get back to streaming so we can watch it. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. I think, let's see. The Discord, let me try something really fast. Let's see if that works. My chat has been acting up today, so it might not work. Oh, perfect. You already joined the server. You got it. I think I need to... It's so funny. I was working on everything this weekend, trying to make sure that I had everything set up, and so I was like, something was wrong with like my camera and got that fixed, and then there was something going on with the mic and I got that fixed, and I was like, okay, we're good. Like, I think we fixed everything that needs to be fixed, and then it was like, nope, your chat's just not gonna work today, so sorry about it. But that's okay. We're still learning. We're just here to have a good time. Let's see. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have any of that on me, but I will go ahead. Maybe we shall continue doing a little bit of diving. Also, Nolan, I'm not sure you heard the general premise of what we're doing. This is a challenge that I came up with, basically to torture myself. So in order to, the goal is to somehow get to 3 stars. We'll see how long it takes. At first I was like, I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks and we'll see if that can happen. But basically to progress in the game, so time travel is allowed, but like in any in-game day, you have to collect 100,000 bells, and you also have to spin a wheel. I have 3 different wheels. One is like an early days wheel so that you don't soft block yourself while playing. And then there's like a daily wheel, so things that you can accomplish just in one in-game day. You don't have to time travel. And then there's a difficult wheel, which is, again, I was a little bit diabolical with some of them, but it could be like completing all of Happy Home Paradise, completing the entire museum, catching 5 streamfish, burying 99,999 bells in your glow spot. And so anytime that you want to put down a villager plot or do Nook's Cranny side quest, start building it, or the museum side quest, Able Sisters, anything like that, you have to spin the wheel. So it's it's gonna be interesting, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So far, we are now able to start the Nook's Cranny side quest. So we've had the conversation, but we do not have an axe and we do not have a shovel, so we can't start collecting any of those items yet. And the thing that we had to do for the museum to be able to like start that conversation was to make an additional 100,000 bells. So we literally just finished that, I think around the time that you were joining the stream. So we can now start donating some critters, and I think that's when we get at least the axe. Maybe the shovel. I don't know. So, yeah, and now that we can go diving with our wetsuit, we're earning money a lot faster than we have the last couple of streams. So that is kind of what's going on here. So I think let's see, 7 hours into like this whole gameplay over the last couple of weeks, and we're just now starting the museum. So. But that's okay. We're having fun. We're making new friends. We're hanging out. And our starting villagers were Lyman and Flo. Perfect. Oh, thanks for sending that. I'll pull up the Discord in just a little bit. Let's see. But I can't wait to check it out. Oh, Tiff, I've been meaning to ask, are you reading anything good right now? I'm still hooked on the same series that I have been for like the last 3 weeks, and I only have 2 books left in it, and I'm really sad. I feel like I keep stalking the author, being like, are you gonna release any more? Because I need them ASAP. But I definitely feel like as soon as I finish this series, I think I'm gonna be like drifting in a sea of not knowing what to read next. Tiff, what have you been reading? Are you reading the same series I am? Please. I actually think you'd really like it. Good. That does count. I mean, Tiff, maybe I'm delusional and other people are going to read the series and be like, are you okay? But I'm telling you, I have had so much fun. And kicking my feet, giggling, just can't get enough. Okay, I'm not going to let you avoid the question of what you're reading, though. No! You have to read it all on your phone. That's a bummer. I can't believe I'm about to admit this. I have been considering getting a Kobo. I mean, I know that they basically do like the exact same thing. And they also don't have KU, so, but, okay, you've been thinking about it too? Okay, Tiff, if you do it, I'll do it. When I went to BookCon a couple of weeks ago, they had a booth there, and I was like, that looks real nice. I was thinking, I was like, well, my Kindle does seem like it's been losing its charge really quickly, even though it's not too terribly old. I think I got it like 3 or 4 years ago, and my last one lasted like forever. And so I was like, oh no, like maybe like if it's starting to die this soon, like maybe I'll get a Kobo. And no, I just needed to switch it to a different charger. The one it came with, I guess, broke or something. Yeah, I like the options. And I've never really been one to care if like the Kobo or like if it's the Kindle Color, I can't remember what they called it. Because it's really only like the cover that you can even like have the color on. I don't know, but this is cool. The Kobo, all of them are compatible with page turners, and Kobo makes its own page turner. And so literally you don't have to have like, I don't know if you have one, but the one that I use, you have to like clip something to the side of your Kindle and then it like kind of gets in the way and sometimes it doesn't work and all this kind of stuff. The page turner that Kobo makes is just like the handheld part, and it's completely compatible with the actual Kobo itself. And so you just click it and it will turn the page. And I was like, I mean, that could convince me. Like, I'm a simple woman, but I also think the Kobo is a lot easier to like to annotate and take notes, and I feel like that in of itself is appealing because I do not like typing on the Kindle. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. That's all right. This is what I get for not reading. Okay. Tiff, we might need to get you some glasses. Oh, mainly because you take your glasses off. Okay, I was about to say, do we need to like update your prescription? Because I know you have glasses. Okay, so let's see how much we're gonna make from this. Nice. Y'all, we are not even an hour in. And we are cruising through this. Oh, have you been exploring monster romance? Tell me more, Tiff. Share with the class. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of Nook Miles here. Okay, as soon as we're done making money, I'm then going to spin the wheel. And I know that's me being a coward, but I'm a coward, so I'll own it. Okay, so let's see. Let's do like one more swimmeroo and see how we fare. Okay, hold on. So that Discord book, I found out less scary romance Kate. Oh, yeah. I think there is a lot out there. Hold on. Okay, I'm remembering the book that you were sharing about. I have read one. It's the Morning Glory one. Tell me if I'm like completely off track with what you're talking about. And I think overall that one, it wasn't for me, but also I feel like I should give it another shot and see, like, you know, guys, you can't judge all of the other ones just based off of one experience. So if you have one that you end up really liking, let me know and I'll check it out. Oh, but you will appreciate this, Tiff. So when was it? So I received an ARC for Air by Sabaa Tahir when it first came out, and then I was so scared to read it. And it's been like, what, 4 years? I was so scared and like nervous to read it, so I still haven't. And it has absolutely affected my NetGalley percentage. And so, like, I've been really mad about it for, like, a really long time. I mean, I had a good percentage. It was, like, 92% or something. But it was the only arc that I hadn't read and reviewed. And so, I like, it was bothering me. So I was on NetGalley the other day and saw that apparently Sabaa Tahir is, like, or at least they're redistributing the Arc of Air because it's now like a Good Morning America book club pick. And so it's like a new edition of it, I guess. So I like wonder if it's going to have like the sticker on the outside or something. But it means that I can now like still read it, rate it, review it, and finally get to have 100%. And this is a gift that I feel like I can't squander. So I've been debating if I should go back and reread An Ember in the Ashes in order to read and start Air. But I don't know. It's gonna hurt. But I think it's gonna be good. I think I've reread all of Ember for when Sky Before the Storm. Sky Before the Storm? Yeah. First came out. And so, but that was in like 2020. So 2021 maybe? It's been a minute. Maybe I just need to do it. I mean, I'm not missing this opportunity to perfect my NetGalley percentage. Plus it's Sabaa Tahir, so like I know it's going to be fantastic. And I need to do it. I know, Sabaa does hurt us. She does it on purpose. Ooh, NetGalley, like, I do really like NetGalley. I've come to the point where it's like, if I don't get the book, they're probably on to something, and they're probably like, yeah, no. I'd probably agree with them too. But I have, like, at first it very much was like, okay, I'm only going to request books that I'm like really, really excited about. So like Irresistible Urge by Bridget Knightley, which I actually got denied that one. But then I got a physical ARC at Emerald City Comic Con. All thanks to Allie. But like I was only going to request the ARCs that it was like highly anticipated reads. But then I was like, well, I want to get my rating up higher, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to, you know, be open to reading other things. And I have to say, I have read some of my favorite reads over the last 2 years because of NetGalley. I've also read some pretty bad reads, but I feel like the good has far outweighed the bad. And it's kind of fun. There's an indie author whose team I'm on, and her next arc is on NetGalley. And I'm like, well, it is like finding fanfic. You never know what you're going to get into. Also, speaking of fanfic, I feel like I am teetering on the edge of diving back into the fanfic abyss, and I just know that if I start, the rest of my year is just going to be scrapped. I will not read anything else. But one of my favorite fanfic writers, I think like just finished a new fic, and I'm like, well, I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Good ones, but definitely some rough ones. Yeah, like you end up on the dark side of the moon, and you don't really know how you got there. Tiff, I didn't even think about the fact that the mobile game that you play would have but of course it would have fanfic. Tiff, I'm gonna need you to share the name of the game and also share some of the fics that you really like about that game, because every time you've showed it to me, I've been like, I need to do that, and then I just never end up downloading it. Uh-oh, we're veering off course here. Tiff, you're saying that there's a manacled equivalent for the fandom that you're in? I mean, are you saying like manacled, like similar story, or like similar kind of like dark vibes, or similar as in like it is the peak of writing and it will be your fandom's gold standard forever? It's dark. I love this for you. I love this for you. I've also been itching for a reread. But that really is just like setting yourself up for like pain. I love that for you. I hope it continues to be fantastic. I'm bad about reading works in progress. I feel like every time I've done it, it's like I am a curse. Because the author will upload like really consistently, like every week, you know, have a new chapter. And then the moment I subscribe to the fic, it will be months before they update. Love in Deep Space. Okay, thank you. I really do need to check that out. Silas, he's the blonde one, right? I love that blonde men are like having their comeback. I mean, I prefer dark hair, but I feel like blonde guys in books got hate for way too long, you know? Technically white hair. But yes, he's the morally gray man. Say less. Say less. And then Zane's the dark hair grumpy doctor. I mean, we love a woman with options. There were several books that came out this week that I really need to go to the bookstore and pick them up. I mean, I guess I could also get the ebooks, but actually, let's see. I can't remember. I think I did when I read Direbound. I think I did the audio. This year I think the vast majority of books that I've read. Let's see. I would assume that probably 35 out of the 53 books I've read have been audiobook. And that, obviously, I did not like an audio, like I couldn't like listen to audios very well. But I'm pretty sure that Direbound I listened to the audio of it, so I think I'm going to do the same thing for Furybound, which came out on Tuesday. Tiff! You used to listen to an audiobook a day. Girly, are you okay? Do you have a fever? You are not broken. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you, my love. Maybe I stole all of the audiobook juju from you. You gave it to me because November was around the time that I started listening to audiobooks more actively. So you can just blame me if you would like. I'll take it. Reading with the eyeballs instead of the ears. We love to hear it. I feel like I picked up a physical book for the first time in way too long the other day and started like reading, and I was like, wait a minute, I really like this. Okay, we're gonna swap out for some seaweed. And let's catch this one and we'll do the same. Yeah, Tiff, I was listening to a book the other day, and sometimes if I don't like the book, I'll just speed it way up and I'll still like comprehend it, but it's just more of like, let's just kind of get through this a little bit. And I think I got to 3 times speed. And I was like, Tiff listens even faster than this, and I actually feel like I am entering into a new level of psychosis. Like, what is this? You are the gold standard when it comes to audiobooks and listening speeds. Okay, let's sell all of these things, and then maybe we'll be done with the money portion and we can actually move on with our life in the game. How thrilling would that be? Who knew it's possible? I don't think we're gonna quite make 60,000 and forge, but we can at least work our way a little closer. Okay. Do we do one more swim? I know that's kind of painful, but then it would be done. And then we can spin the wheel and, or maybe we'll just go ahead and spin the wheel now. I'll be so brave. I'm going to be so brave. Okay. I'm going to regret this, but that's okay. Okay. So this is the early days wheel. So like catch 50 fish, catch 50 bugs, earn 10,000 Nook miles, and then cannot use your wetsuit, your net, your, I don't even know what those would be. Craft 50 items, earn 100,000 bells, which for the love of everything good, I hope it's not that one. And then this is our daily wheel. Earn 300,000 bells. That... I'm gonna love that one. Okay, and then this is the difficult wheel, which technically this is just to be able to like end the day. We're not ending the stream yet, but I'm thinking either the early days or the daily wheel. But I think I'm worried that I'm gonna just like accidentally soft lock myself out. So I think I'm gonna do the early days. I'm being a coward. Please be something good. Y'all are never gonna want to watch another stream ever again. No. Oh. Well, I guess. Good news, we can still use our wetsuit. Bad news. We have to get 130,000 balls. Time to go swimming. Yes, it is. Okay, well, I hope you love the sound of the swimming aspect of this game, because we are going to be here for a little while. I mean, like, truly. What did I expect? Like, that is kind of the name of this challenge. Good heavens. So sorry for just how exhilarating this is gonna be for y'all. Just needed to move something over. Okay, well. Now I feel like my brain short-circuited and doesn't know what to talk about. Because all I can think about is how much swimming we're gonna have to do. I have been considering the idea of playing Stardew Valley again. It has been forever, and I am a big fan of mods. That's the word I was looking for. And so I was thinking it could be really fun to kind of like find some cute, witchy, whimsical, forest core kind of vibes in the mods. And so I've been considering that a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing some Stardew Valley content, please let me know. Yeah, Tiff, you're my Stardew Valley girly. Tiff, I need you to try mods because I know you like playing on your Switch, but I think you would love it. And I've gone back and forth with being like, well, maybe I could 100% Stardew Valley. But also at the same time, like, I just really love the game. And I don't necessarily want to, like, force myself to try and accomplish, like, a certain number of things in a certain amount of time. And so I feel like it would just be fun to just kind of vibe and give it a shot. Fair. Tiff, you can live your Stardew Valley mod life vicariously through me. I hope that's sufficient. Oh, we have a... Okay. Another thing I was thinking about today. Oh wait, Tiff, I didn't know that you've tried some mods with Jim. We have the tractor. I do love the tractor. And there's something with what's it called? It's like your autofill storage or something like that. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I had completely forgotten that you had tried using some mods. But I was watching some gameplay of Pacopia today, and I've really enjoyed the game. I think sometimes I get overwhelmed when I start games for the first time and feel like I'm doing everything wrong, which it's like, just play the game and have a good time. But I was... I'm trying to think, I think it was Crossing Minute. He's doing a 30-day challenge, and it's been really, really fun to watch. And he was making a building or something like that. And I've kind of been a little bit burnt out of the decorating side of things, especially since I finished decorating my Forever Island Rosemary. Which I have a ton of videos on our YouTube or on my YouTube channel. I think there are like 27 or something. There's so many. But I had the thought of, you know what? It could be really fun to build like a really beautiful library in Pacopia. And honestly, I kind of have the itch to make that happen. So maybe I'll give that one a shot, because I love like how you can build an Animal Crossing and like aesthetically design things. But what I like about Pacopia is that you can actually make buildings instead of fake buildings, and you can go inside of them and they can have roofs. And so I think it would be really fun to do like a really intricate library or something like that. Builds my dream library, if you will. Tiff, what other games do you like to play? Because I'm on the hunt for more. I do so like to be entertained. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Tiff, there's one that I think you might like. I don't know if you can play it on the Switch. I've been playing it on Steam, and I think you would love it. One, it's about, like, the name of the game is Teddy's Haven, and Teddy was the game developer's beloved Pomeranian. And so it always makes me think of you. And there's a little picture of Teddy in your store, but you're basically like an apothecary in kind of like a vague fantasy-esque area. And you have all of these people like come visit, and they can buy potions or books or weapons, and basically you can just like go forage things, and there's no time constraint at all. You can start your day when you want to, you can end your day when you want to. It's delightful. And it is like the coziest, happiest, most tender little game ever, and I really think you could like it. Okay, I played Tiny Little Bookshop and I liked it. I think the art's really cute, but I would get so mad when the person wouldn't like the book I recommended to them. I was like, what are you talking about? This is a great book recommendation. It's exactly what you asked for, you uncultured swine. And so I think I took it a little too personally when playing Tiny Little Bookshop. But it is very cute. But also, thank you, I did rage. I did rage. They just didn't even know what they wanted. Why ask for a recommendation if you're not going to take it, you know? Just kidding. Books and book tastes are obviously very subjective, and it is okay to like what you like. Yeah, some customers were super sassy. But I also do think that I would be the worst bookstore employee, because the moment someone would ask me for a recommendation, every book I've ever read ever would fly out of my brain. And so that would be a problem for sure. And then, yeah, I also probably would get absolutely nothing done, because I would be reading and or browsing for myself, and then I would just spend my entire paycheck at the bookstore. So yeah, it probably wouldn't be great. Ooh, yes, I do like Baldur's Gate. It's been a long time since I played Baldur's Gate. Maybe I need to... I got stuck at... Hold on, let me think of his name. At freeing... Is it Halson? He's the bear. You know what I mean? I got stuck trying to free him. The indie store in my town always asked me for Rex. When I saw them Tuesday, they asked about some Rex and romance, and I was like, yes! Yes! Literally! If someone was like, okay, here's the most generic thing I'm looking for, I'd be like, what are books? I don't like those. I don't have an entire office library of books. What are those? Yeah, so Tiff, if you have any recommendations on how to free him and fight 8 bajillion million things and succeed, let me know. Because I wouldn't make it very far. I love how your indie bookstore asks you for recommendations. They're like, we know that the master has come into the bookstore and reads 800 books a year, and we'll have book recommendations. Ooh, you finished the game yourself. Oh, okay. Well, first off, I love that for you. I'm so proud of you. Second, you're right. I'll go back and I will finish it. Have you read Navisa Allen's newest book? Is it Game On? Is that her newest? I know it's the one with like the green cover. But I might be getting it confused with book 2. Yeah, the green one. Have you read her newest one yet? I haven't. I loved book 1. Book 2 wasn't quite to my taste. Like, it wasn't bad. It was more of just like, it was one of those things where I was like, I just know that it's not for me personally. And so I didn't finish it. But I am very curious about this one and want to read it. Okay, so you own it, but you haven't read it yet. Okay, if you do read it, let me know what you think. Because this is also another one that it's like, I'm not convinced, like reading the premise of it, I'm like, it might not be for me. And that's like totally fine. Just like book 2 wasn't quite for me, but I also don't know if I own it yet. I need to go buy it. Okay. And I also think I'm gonna like sell everything. So all of the little random bits and bobs I have scattered around the island. Zero idea what it's even about. Iconic. For some reason, I think it has something to do with gambling. But I have no idea. Okay, that was better. Okay, so how do I keep selling things? Okay, so we have 80,000 bells left. It's fine. I do really like Navisa Allen's writing though. I also haven't finished Brianne Weaver's series. I read the first one, but then I did not continue. Or I just haven't continued with them yet. And I feel like I need to. Okay, so okay, 78,000 more to go. Okay. Don't forget that amount. Well, good news. If we ever decide to upgrade our house, we are set. We have so much money. You liked them? Oh wait, no, I'm getting them confused with another book. Hold on. There was an aspect of Haunting Aladdin that I didn't love, that then for some reason there was like, I made a mental link from Sibby to something that happened in Brianne Weaver's series. And that is what, for some reason, has made me hesitant to continue. Which, obviously, they're completely different books by completely different authors. But I made the mental connection. I think it was Circus. And I was like, I think I'm good. don't need to be traumatized by a circus anymore, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put this somewhere that I won't overlook it. And we may as well go ahead and stockpile on some tree limbs while we're at it. Okay, so I will drop you. Honestly, we might be close to having enough ore or iron nuggets. Oh, I see a balloon in the background. Okay, drop you. And you know what? I'm gonna save the stone too. Just seems like a good idea. She was a motorcycle performer. Okay, that's really cool. That is very, very cool. Oh, there's a fake marriage. Well, you know how much I love that. You might be convincing me to read it. Also, the ice cream kind of made an impression. I don't think I need to say anything else. We are leaving it at that. I will not elaborate. Thank you. Oh yeah, we can sell you. Okay, I'm not gonna sell this planter because it's one of my favorite items in the game. Hi, Audrey. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. I'm doing so good. Just bebopping around. I thought had made significant progress in our challenge, and we got punked by our lovely little wheels of tasks that we have to accomplish. So, but we're almost done with all the things that we have to do today before we can actually start getting into playing and having a good time. So, but I'm really, really glad you're here. What are you up to? Have you had a good day so far? Would love to hear all about it. Thank you. Okay, so I think we said 78,000 was what we had left. We can do it, fam. Okay. Yeah. We'll just do... I genuinely think that that's one of my favorite things about this game is the way that you can just cannonball into the water. I've seen some people like flip. I've never figured out how to do that. I mean, Google is free, so I could just Google how to do it, but I've always wanted to learn. Are you saying like what program I use for streaming, Audrey? If so, I'm using OBS Studios, and I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Or at least I hope so. There have been we've had a few technical difficulties today. And so fingers crossed they are both working. Oh, or are you asking about like location? I'm in the US. I live in Texas. That was not my brightest moment. We can just pretend that I knew what you were talking about this entire time. Oh, thank you, Stiff. Okay, good. I'm glad that YouTube's working. I'm telling you, one of these days, we'll have a stream that goes so smoothly. Today's not that day, but that's okay. Yeah, Audrey, I'd love for you to follow me. That would be awesome. We also have a Discord, if you would like to join that. And then I also post videos over on YouTube, like gaming videos on YouTube, probably like every couple times a week. But we just started streaming a couple of weeks ago. So as of right now, it is just once a week, but we'll see if I can get the courage to start streaming more. I'm thinking that like maybe a Monday night would be the best. So we'll see. So I guess now I need to think about it, because we can technically start donating things to the museum, and then hopefully we will get some more like tools that we can craft. So like the axe and the shovel maybe. So I wonder, I don't know about y'all, but I would not mind spicing things up a little bit and adding a wee bit of variety into this stream. So maybe we'll do that. We'll fill our pockets, then we'll switch, and maybe we can see kind of about zhuzhing it up. I also would love to go to a Nook Mile Island. We still have our ticket, so we can also see who could potentially be our first villager on our island. I honestly don't think I'm going to be too terribly picky when it comes to who the villagers are going to be on this island. I also wouldn't hate if we had some people autofill as well. Oh, yay, Elle. I'm glad that cleaning's going well. You found some books that you lost. Okay, what were the books? We need to know. Yeah, as long as we don't get Al, no autofilling of Al, that would be an absolute nightmare. Nightmare. I also just realized that we're gonna have to put the campsite down eventually. And that will also be like a side quest that we have to start. So that's gonna be another task that we'll have to spin the wheel for. I can't believe I had forgotten that. Oh. Okay, sir. Why do you have to be so fast? Let's see if we can force them into the corner. Here's the thing. If I went diving for critters in real life, there is absolutely no way I would be able to catch anything at all. Ooh, The Orphanage by the Lake, A Study in Drowning, in Volume 4 of Demon Slayer. No idea where Volume 3 is. A Study in Drowning, that's by Ava Reed, right? I think I started the book a while ago, but it's been a minute. I don't know if I don't think I ever went back and finished it, but the cover is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I think we have, let's see, one more. And then we can actually start working on something else. What a novel idea. Ooh, you got somewhat far in the other, but you have the other two in the series. Honestly, I didn't even know that there were other books in the series. What are the other two called, Elle? I think Ava Reed is so talented at like creating a really gorgeous atmospheric setting that like you just can't help but feel like you were right in the middle of it. And truly just I wish that I wish I was that creative and could like set a scene and establish a world the way that Ava Reed does. Okay. Not super hopeful about how much money we're gonna get, but I'll take it. I will take it. Now I'm having to do math in my head though, and that's not gonna go well. We'll circle back to the math. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my coelacanth, and then I think I'm gonna prioritize trying to find a snail since it's raining. And then I'll grab a few other, let's see. Excellent. There is a snail. Oh, a theory in drowning. Okay, I don't think I have completed that series or like own all of them. I definitely need to. My best friend Allie and I were traveling around Scotland, and I found truly one of the most gorgeous editions of A Study in Drowning, and knew that I had to take it home with me. And an archive in romance. I had no idea. Elle, thank you so much. I feel so enlightened now, and I can't wait to check them out. Okay, I'm just gonna catch a few random fish, and then that's what we can donate with. I think we just need 5 donations if I'm correct. So we'll just catch another couple of fish and we'll be good to go. Elle, I know you had mentioned that you really like manga, but what other genres of books do you enjoy reading? I am currently in like a massive romance fantasy kind of kick at the moment. But usually I also really like contemporary romance. But I'm trying to think of like, I guess I read a couple of arcs for contemporary romance earlier in the year, but other than that, like the last time that I just picked one up for myself, I have absolutely no idea when it was. It's been forever. Do we think I can get this? There we go. Pond skater. Cute. Okay, well, technically that's all that we need. If I can count. Yes, okay. Hopefully it's 5. I guess we're gonna find out one way or another. Ooh, yeah, Tiff, I'll send you some of the Romantasy Juju. Let me see. Some that I've... Okay, now Tiff. Look me in the eye. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. These are not necessarily like... These might be more of like brain off. You know what I mean. So like these are not gonna like end the world with how they are. Okay, thank you. They don't have to be good. Good. I have had the best time reading some of these. I need to pull up my spreadsheet because there have been some really good ones. I mentioned this one earlier, Direbound by Sable Sorensen. And this is, it's actually like in Furybound just came out a couple of days ago, but the premise of this one is our female main character, she has a little sister, and her mom has like struggled from a lot of like mental illness and like seeing things, hallucinations, things like that. And she decides that the only way that she's going to be able to like there's something that she needs to do. I'm doing a horrible job explaining this book. I'm sorry. But she decides that she's going to like essentially join the military. But what she didn't know was that she is basically like forced to kind of have like a fourth wing situation where she attends this military academy, and she has to basically like scale this wall, and there are all of these dire wolves, and she's thinking like, a dire wolf's not gonna choose me, I'll be fine, I'll just go join the infantry. Oh, her sister gets kidnapped. That's why she's like, I need to go join the military. Sorry. And so a dire wolf chooses her, and she's like really upset about it. And so anyway, now she's in this military academy. The guy that she's been dating ends up being like a secret twist there. Anyway, I really, really liked it. I thought it was great. Like had a ton of fun reading it. Another one that I just finished a couple of days ago, and I'm trying to remember who it's by. It's The Poison Daughter by Sheila Masterson, I think, is the author. This one was really, like, genuinely had one of the coolest premises that I've read in a really long time. There were a few things that felt maybe, like, a hair slow, but I'm also a plot-driven reader, so, like, that happens. But, so... basically, Girly Pop is born into this family that like is very high up in like political machinations, and her parents and all of her siblings have kind of like these abilities, and hers is that anyone that she kisses, they'll be poisoned. And her parents are very corrupt, and she knows it. They use her. They like married her off to someone so that she would end up killing them, like all of these kinds of things. So it's very kind of like morally gray, ambiguous kind of thing. So in her desire to kind of like use her abilities for good, she kind of like moonlights as like this vigilante, and so she basically helps women who are in abusive marriages. And she uses her poison. But anyway, she is set up one day and told to kill this Mark. And she tries to kiss him, and he doesn't die. And it ends up that they are, like, he's a neighboring king kind of situation. So she has to end up marrying him. Anyway, I really, really liked the premise of it, and there was a lot of, like, lots of feminine rage, but it was a lot of fun. Let's see, sorry. There we go. So, that one was a lot of fun, and I realized that I have not been paying attention at all. So fingers crossed that I've been doing the right thing. Yeah, the feminine rage was raging. And like the whole reason that she, her sister, who was like half of her heart, is in an abusive marriage. And so she's like, I can't help her, but I can help all of these other women. And there was a lot of like good about it. I just think it was like a smidge long, but it was really, really good. Okay, I don't even know what crafting abilities we have received. I think it's just an axe and I think it was the watering can. I realize I think we get the shovel when you unlock, like when you talk to Blathers. And he's like, go dig up fossils. So, what other romanticities have I been enjoying recently? If you're wanting like a hee hee ha ha have a good time, the Dark Lord's Guide to Dating, I think that's what it's called, Dark Lord's Guide to Dating and Other, oh gosh, it has a really funny title. Who's it by? Oh no. It's what we're reading for our buddy read this month. I'm so excited to reread it. I read it back in December and like giggled the entire time reading it. It was so much fun. Okay, I'm feeling like this could be a spicy little spot to put our museum. What are we thinking, fam? Maybe I'll move it over just a hair. Maybe we'll like tuck it in here a wee bit. Oh, not tuck it in quite that far. Not that far either. Let's see. Elle, I'm so sorry. I realized that I was not looking at the chat while I was rambling about romantasy. Fantasy, romance, horror, and thriller, and some mix of both. Ooh, I love that. Yay! I can't wait to see the bookmark that you found. I bet it is so cute. I have tried to dabble in like thrillers and mysteries, and I think something's wrong with me. I read The Housemaid and the Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden in March, and I liked the twists, I will say that, but my problem with mystery and thrillers is that I want to be able to figure it out, and if I can't figure it out, then it makes me angry. And like I can't just sit back and enjoy where the story is going in of itself. And so that is a fatal flaw of mine. But I did think that the twists that happened in both of those books were really good. But I've also wanted to watch the movie, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. But I think it would be really good. Or I think it could potentially be really good. Okay, I am going to put all of these things in storage real fast so that we can access them from our workbench. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Okay, go ahead and put you in there. Ooh, and I may as well just go ahead and plant these flowers. Since it's raining, they'll be watered for us, which is kind of nice. What other romanticities have I been reading? Like, I've read a lot recently. It was oddly my first genre and a really good series. Ooh, Small Spaces. Okay, I'll check that one out. I know some people who really love fantasy. They really, or not fantasy, thrillers. They like anything by, I think it's Riley Sager, maybe. I've heard good things about them as an author, but I have not tried them out yet. My sister-in-law loves thrillers, and so I need to be better and actually read those myself. I'm gonna pull up my Excel spreadsheet real fast because I know there are some that I've read. I did find a spot for him. Ooh. That's right. Okay, hold on. Let's start making this and then... Okay, so this was actually some that I... Okay, so we can do an axe. Sorry. I'm all over the place right now. We can do an axe. Wow, we got quite a few little things here. Let's just go ahead and make this. This was one of the books that I found because of NetGalley, and I ended up loving it. And now that I think about it, it might be one of our buddy reads this summer. Ooh, Catherine Arden. I've read something else by Catherine Arden. I didn't know that she did thrillers. That's so cool. I'll have to read her. But let's see, what's it called? Jeweler to the Blessed by Gillian Witt. So good. Oh my gosh. So good. I'm gonna leave the wood so that I don't forget where I've actually... yeah, it's... basically, the premise of this one is the kingdom is split up into the blessed and I guess the non-blessed, the cursed, I don't know. And if you're blessed, you have this ring or this piece of jewelry that basically, like, the king bestows it upon you, and that's how you're blessed. But this jewel in it gives you the ability to siphon emotions from people by using touch, and the different emotions can then be used for different abilities. So lust is for healing. I think like joy, oh well, that was short-lived. Joy, I think, is for like strength or something. Sadness is for, anyway, it's like kind of all of this stuff. So our female main character, she can't be siphoned from, like, no matter, like, she was just born with the ability to not have her emotions taken away from her, but she has to keep it a secret, of course. And her uncle, who is the jeweler, who basically puts the stone and, like, so it's Jeweler to the Blessed, he goes missing. And the king basically forces her to then become the jeweler. And so she's like walking this tightrope of like, no one can touch me because I can't be siphoned from. They're gonna know that like something's different about me. But also like I have to make the jewelry for the people who are like basically oppressing me and my family and all of these people around me. And so she's given a bodyguard. And I'm just gonna leave it there. But it's really, really good. And then the second one just came out, I think, at the end of April. And it's called Trials of the Cursed. And, oh no. And it... Where'd they go? Oh! Where was I going? Oh, and it's a duology, which, lovely, perfect, say less. We need more duologies in the world. And I think The Poison Daughter is a standalone, so that was nice. Oh my, let's see if we can go 2 for 2. Elle, I'm sure you're so disappointed in me. Excellent. Okay. Hi, Liv. No worries being a lurky turkey. I'm just glad that you're here. Have you been well? It has to be. Is it almost 1 a.m. for you? Go to bed. You need to sleep. Good. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you were playing Fortnite. I hope it went well. Elle, I'm sorry for disappointing you. I know I need to be better about having my nut out. Just living on the edge, you know? Just spicing things up a bit. Okay, Liv, I've never played Fortnite, so I'm about to sound really dumb, but did you win? How did it go? Oh, you know, just bebopping around right when we basically paid off what we have to do for the museum, and then what we had to do for the day. I spun the wheel and it was make an additional 100,000 bells. So we have been swimming and making money, but we have donated our first 5 creatures to the museum, and so we went ahead and put down Blather's tent. So making some money moves right now. And then we need to make a little bit more money technically to finish the day. So, but I figured maybe we could do something a little different for a few minutes. So, we just made our axe for the first time, and I was thinking that maybe we could go on a Nook Mile hunt, but we'll see. We only have 1 ticket, and that's fine by me, but I figured we can at least start working on the Nook's Cranny. I honestly, at first, I didn't like swimming in the game, but I have found that, like, I love playing Animal Crossing and listening to audiobooks at the same time, since, like, you don't really need the dialogue and everything. And so I found that, like, doing the swimming and listening to an audiobook, or like lurking on someone else's stream or something like that. Oh, chef's kiss. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so glad you won some games. We did a few custom games and one in duos. Yes, you did. Okay. What is a custom game? Tell me all of the rules of Fortnite. I have seen some gameplay of it and it looks like so much fun. But I've never tried it. But proud of you for winning. Truly iconic. Do you ever stream when you are playing Fortnite? Because if so, I want to watch. Okay, so the main game is Battle Royale. Got it. 10-4. I usually do duo. Yay! Or you usually do. You might be doing some next week. Yay! Okay, well then I'm going to become a Fortnite expert watching your streams. All right, I wonder, let's see, how are we doing in terms of supplies? Okay, so we're almost there with wood. We need a little bit more with softwood, but we can also access the other parts of our island since we have our wetsuit. So you can do solos, duos, or squads. You jump from the battle bus onto the map wherever you want. Ooh! The sounds exciting. Okay, and so we don't have our shovels, so I don't think we're going to be able to, unfortunately, do our handy dandy little trick with the rocks. But that's okay. I'm not very good at that anyway. You loot chests for guns and ammo boxes for ammo, and the further you get in the game, the better the loot typically gets. Ooh! This hot girl shit right there, Liv. You can reboot teammates if they die with special buses throughout the map. Then it's just a free-for-all and you kill whoever you see. Slay. We are just really crushing it with this stone right now, y'all. Slay. Oh, by the way, I was so sad that I had to jump off of Holly's stream earlier, but did they ever find Rudy? And how many tickets did they get up to? Because I think when I left, it was like almost 1,300. They found Rudy? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the vlog, or the VOD. That makes me so happy for them. Didn't they say that they had been looking for like since the beginning of April or something? Insane. That is some serious dedication. $1,238 tickets. No. Nyar. Nyar. Do not sign me up for that. For the whole month the search has been going on. Unreal. Bless their heart. Okay, let's go ahead and catch this little guy. He may be gone. Yeah, we took too long. I was in midst of doing a spreadsheet for ready for them and it happened. I got, oh my gosh. Because I know there was some talk about if Rudy was going to act like somehow be in the move-in queue. And so it was like, what if Rudy was one of the 4 in the move-in queue and that's why they had, so, oh gosh, let me see if I'm getting this right. I think also I saw they had 34 new villagers left to find. So I would love to know like how, like, that's crazy. That is, I'm so glad they found Rudy. That would, and of course it's a cat, so it's gonna be like extra nightmarish since they're so rare. I had an all cat island for funsies and it was, yeah, exhausting. But it was not like thousands of tickets worth, so mad kudos to Holly. Oh, that's what you were gonna do on the spreadsheet to see who was remaining / try to fill out the autofill. Unreal. You are a good friend. Cats are really hard. They are the best in real life, but they are really hard to find in this game, unfortunately. Okay. Yay, we have everything. So we can find a little spot for the shop. Beige blossoming wall and a simple kettle and a plink pay room. Okay, simple kettle is also one of my favorite items, so we are set. Elle, I am so sorry. I completely missed your chat. I might try audiobooks. Do you recommend any apps for that? So yes, And Tiff is way more experienced at this than I am, so would love Tiff's recommendations as well. So if you, Libby is an app that basically like you can borrow from your library. If you have a library card, they might have a partnership with Libby. And basically, you can also like borrow audiobooks, I think. My public library is not like super great in terms of getting audiobooks for them. So I want to find a better way to do this, if I'm going to be completely honest, but I mostly do mine through Audible. So yes. And like you can do basically, Audible has it where it's like you can do a certain amount of credits per month, because audiobooks can be quite expensive. And basically, let me try and think, like, I think I do the 3 credits a month, and then it rolls over, so that's nice. It's like if you miss a month or something like that, you don't lose the credits. But I quite enjoy doing that. And then there's duet style narration, which basically, like, if you have a male and a female character, you'll have a narrator for each one of them. And like, even if they're in a conversation with each other, they'll read their own part. So it's not just like they'll read their chapter, and then like move over to the next narrator. So I really, really love duet style narration. It's my favorite. Oh yeah, thank you, Tiffany. Okay, so Hoopla is another good option if your library uses it. I have a library that does cloud library, and it's okay. Thank you, Tiff. I completely forgot. I've never used Hoopla. I don't know if my library does Hoopla. Okay, so I'm thinking that we can just have this. This is not going to be a pretty island. This is going to be. It's a chaos island. It's here to be as functional as humanly possible. So we're just going to maybe we'll go in just a hair. We'll nestle you in as well, and we'll just have our shopping district over here, if you will. Okay, and this is the spot. Tiff, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can also have like multiple libraries on Libby. So if you have like multiple library cards, you can do it that way. And basically it can like help, you can have like more options. Yes. Okay, perfect. I only have my one, but I know that there's some people who they'll like share library cards so that they can have more options and other things like that. So that's definitely handy. Okay, so a little recap of where we are, because I need some help figuring out what to do next. We have completed everything that we can for right now for the museum and the shop. We still need a little bit more money. Let's see, math. I've been avoiding it. I think we have 46,000 that we need to get before we can technically time jump. I don't think, because if we time jump, then I'll have to do another 100,000 bells. Except Liv did have. You have 13 library cards, Tiff? Iconic. Do you ever have to wait for holds to come in, or like are you usually set? Liv did have a great idea. I think it was on our first stream that we could just do like, you only have to make 100,000 bells per stream to advance. So that's an option, but we could, I have about 50-ish minutes left of this stream. So another option could be that we go check out the Nook Mile Island. So That could also be an option. Let's see. 13. You still have to wait, Tiff. That's crazy. Is there a max amount of library cards that you can have on Libby? I mean, like, here's the thing. Girl, you can, like, pat yourself on the back that you are supporting your local library. Like, that is crazy. I'll let you know if I ever max out. Yeah, you just keep adding them. You have done your part to support your local library. Mine is not super close to me, unfortunately. And it's a very, very, very wonderful library. But the section, like the genres that I'm interested in, is not the sections that are very robust. And so I have not been back very often. But I want to change that. They do, like, I want to take advantage of the ways that I think they have like a 3D printer you can use. And there were some other things that I've been wanting to try out for bookbinding. But I don't have the like materials and like the tools for it, but they had it at the library. And I was like, well, that could be kind of cool. You can just check out an entire, who knows what. I can't even remember what it was for bookbinding that I wanted to try, but that way I can be more active at my library. Library card collecting is my passion. I have a few out-of-state libraries that I paid. Yes, I have heard that you can do that, but I think that's pretty cool. Because there were a few that, like, when I lived in Tennessee, they were really, really wonderful. And I wouldn't mind paying to support those as well. But I'm worried that our libraries are not getting the national support that they need to have to, like, continue to stay open. And so I want to make sure that I do my part in making sure that their doors stay open. I'm like the gif of the Kool-Aid man busting through the wall when library cards come up. I'm gonna think of that every time, Tiffany. That is so funny. Tiffany, maybe you need to collect a library card from every state. I mean, you've made some significant progress already, so. And then we can find out if there is actually a limit on how many you can have in Libby. Oh, that's a bummer. So some of them, it's like you have to be a resident. They won't even take your money, Tiffany. That's rude. You're like, I'm just trying to do my part. But I have at least 5 different states. Tiffany, you need an award. Honestly, we should call Guinness Book of World Records right now. Liv, I just realized that your question may have been directed at me. I thought you were directing it to Tiffany. I only have 1 library card. I'm a peasant. But I'm also, like, this is a character flaw that I have. One, when I was a kid and I would go to the library all the time, if I read a book and loved it, I would have, like, an emotional attachment to it and wouldn't want to return the books. And so I would get fined all the time. But two, that unfortunately has continued into adulthood for me, in that I don't like returning books. I like keeping them as trophies on my shelves. And so sometimes I'm hesitant to borrow from the library, but I think, and this is what Tiffany does a lot, you can also like use libraries for ebooks and things like that. And so that is something that I think I need to start utilizing more. But usually I'm like, well, I'm on my Kindle, so I'll just go straight to the Kindle store. And it's like, oh, it glows. So cute. Wow, I learned something new today. Thank you, Animal Crossing. I'm lucky that 3 of them are just mine from the state area that I'm in. And then I also filled out forms for Jen to have cards that I used to. Excellent. This feels like identity theft, but library card edition. You could then literally use the office quote of like, identity theft isn't a joke, Jim. Okay, let's see if we have any. Oh, why did I keep these things in my pockets? Oh, that was not very resourceful of me. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. Okay. You told him that you could use it. You can use your own library card if you want to, Jim. He started an audiobook. Which one? I actually might have a recommendation for him. It's like anytime a man has mentioned wanting to read recently, I'm like, I got a recommendation for you. It was going to be Dungeon Crawler Carl. That is a good audiobook. I hope he enjoys it. That narrator is so good. He got it on Audible for, I love that for him. I don't know if you've read this one, Tiff, but I loved Project Hail Mary. And it was a really, really good audiobook too. I think I've talked about it every single stream, so I think I need to move on to a new book to talk about, but it was a really good audiobook, and it's another one that I recommend to the dudes. I also think Chelsea's husband Adam read it and really loved it too. So if Jim needs a man recommendation, like a credible man to recommend it as well, I think Adam would definitely fall into that category. The movie was really good. Amaze. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put you down. Probably not gonna need you. I probably should donate my little vampire squid. Honestly, I feel like we should keep the vampire squid because what an icon. Oh, and he has a cool tank. So look at his glowing tips. Sorry. I didn't like the way that Oh my gosh. That. Anyway, oh, I did place it. Okay, good. Tiff? No. No. I can't look at the chat. I can't. Oh man. I tickled myself. Okay. I think we have 26,000 left to go. Yeah, if you have any book recommendations for that, Tiff, let me know. love. I don't know if we have enough fishing poles, y'all. Let's see. Hi, no dodo code to visit the island right now. I'm so sorry. But welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. My island doesn't really have anything on it as of yet, so great news. You are not missing anything. We just started a brand new island, so it's a bit bare bones at the moment. I'm gonna catch you, Ricky. When I catch you. Okay, why do you have to be so fast? That's rude. I'll catch you in the meantime. Where? There you are. Let's see. Thank you. Love the stream. When you get more bells by joining. Oh, yes. I do. I mean, I guess technically you could sell here. But no, I do not have a dodo code set up. I'm so sorry. I hope you are able to find someone who has one so that you can go visit and make some bells. Okay, we need to herd you to the corner. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a great day so far. We are currently trying to make some money, hence the diving for sea creatures. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. We have basically made a challenge to torture ourselves while playing this game. Every day you have to make 100,000 bells, and you also have to spin a wheel. And if you want to start like the Able Sisters, Nook's Cranny, campsite, things like that, you have to spin a wheel. And sometimes the wheel is not that bad, and it's like you can't use your wetsuit for a day. And other times it is you have to make 300,000 bells, or you have to complete Happy Home Paradise, or complete the entire museum. So thankfully we have not had anything too terribly bad, but today we have had to essentially, I guess, make 250,000 bells. So I've been doing a lot of swimming today. But we have been able to finish the side quest for Nook's Cranny. So we were able to get our axe today, which felt monumentous. And we also were able to start the museum. So both of those plots have been placed. But man, we are just chugging along with this. Are you doing anything fun or playing any games right now? Okay, let's see. I'm not really quite sure why I got out of the water. What was your plan there, girly? I think I got distracted. So, for the next stream, we technically, obviously we haven't met Mabel yet because we meet her when she comes to visit Nook's Cranny. So, we'll be able to do that next time. But then I think she has to come visit your island like 2 or 3 times before you can then like place the plot for Able Sisters. So that one feels like it's a little bit down the road. But maybe we could start on like the campsite and everything like that. So we'll definitely have to spin the wheel for that. I'm not looking forward to. Oh, and we did talk about going and visiting a Nookmile Island. We still have about 35 minutes left of the stream, so we still might have time to do that. That could be a lot of fun. Hey, Shrunken Leech, glad you're here. Welcome to the stream. Do y'all ever like go diving when you go to Nookmile Islands? I realize like I do pretty much everything else. I guess I don't prioritize catching like as many bugs unless it's I'm specifically using a Nookmile Island to be able to like find specific ones because sometimes with like the smaller area it's like easier to do that. Like the different like stag beetles and things like that. But I don't think I've actually ever gone diving at a Nookmile Island. So that might have to be something that we do. I wonder if it like actually makes a difference. Let's see. Please let me catch you. Come on. We have another vampire squid. I didn't realize that their tentacles glowed. And that makes me very, very, very happy. And so we've decided to keep one on our island. But we are looking for names for our vampire squids. So if you have any names that you want to offer up, please let me know. This one we can donate to the museum. So then we can go visit him whenever. All right, let's see. How are we doing? We should call him Edward Tiffany. I mean, he is a vampire. I'm just saying. Not a bad... Or maybe we should call him Carlisle. Or, as I should say, when I was in 8th grade reading it for the first time, Carlisle. I feel like all of a sudden they have gotten much more pesky. Just and he talks with a southern accent. Stop. That's so funny. Battle scars. We need more vampire literature, Tiff. That's something I wouldn't mind there being like a vampire resurgence, if you will. Okay, we're gonna have to Allie's. I should have known that Allie would pop in the moment that the N word was mentioned. Hello, Allie. Miss you, my dear. They're worth 10K. Okay, well, maybe we'll just keep Edward. We'll sell the other one. We're a little desperate for money, you know? Yes, I did see that there's going to be an Asterion sequel. Also, who's the one writing it? Who was it? It was someone I didn't see coming, but I'm so excited about it. It wasn't Sarah Beth Durst. Who was it who's writing the Asterion sequel prequel? Oh. Oh, that's a big clam. It is T. Kingfisher. I knew it was someone like a cozy author. And I was like, I know Sarah Beth Durst isn't right. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay. How much space do we have? Okay, we have a little bit more. I've only read one T. Kingfisher book, and it was... Oh, no, I can't remember what it was called. I can see the cover. It was absolutely stunning. But it was so good. I did not know that Neil is narrating it. Well, I shall be listening to the audiobook. That's for darn sure. Okay. Yeah, I think, let's see, we might have to. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh my gosh, how thrilling. We got to ban our first person on Twitch. What a time to be alive. But thank you for being patient while I took care of that. Okay, where were we? Oh, that's right. Books and Baldur's Gate. Tiff, when do you get back from Antarctica? Because Allie and I may have been making some Australia plans. And it would be quite a shame. Wait, Neil was at a Comic-Con near you and you were out of town. Tiff, that is so sad. You should have, like, come back in town for that. Tiff, I will dangle Australia like a carrot. I am not above manipulation to make sure that you're there. Like, I know you're going to Antarctica and that's like a once in a lifetime trip and is really cool. But also, you could have so much fun with me in Australia. I have 0 vacation days and thought about flying out for... Wait. You thought about flying out to Australia for 72 hours? Girl, it's gonna take 24 to get there, but you're still trying. You are so sweet. You get back on the 13th. Okay, well, I'm just saying. The bib retreat starts on, I can't remember if it's the 18th or 19th. We want you there. Plus, what am I gonna do without you when you and I are the only ones who are this pale and have to wear an obscene amount of sunscreen? Aw, bye G, I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night and I'm glad that you were able to sleep. Tiff, can you imagine packing for Antarctica and Australia and the dichotomy between your suitcase? I would love for you to be there, but also we totally understand. I am so excited for you and your trip, though. You are gonna have so much fun. You and Taylor plan the best trips. Okay, I think I might have some seaweed in my pocket. Yeah, so we can just go ahead and make some space. Tiff, I'm going to live in a state of blissful ignorance and believe that you are in fact going to be there. What the heck did I miss? Why are there so many? Okay, gee, I'm so glad you asked. We had to banner first person. Yay! So that's why. Did I have to Google how to ban someone on Twitch? You bet I did. I need to set up like mods and stuff like that, so. You're doing China in 2027, Tiff? Where all are you going? Y'all are so cool. Because you did, hold on. It was Iceland this year, right? No, that was last year. I'm gonna need a refresher of all the cool places you've been recently. Finland. Oh boo, people are awful. They are awful. Yeah. But that's okay. Again, we got to learn stuff. Oh, Tiff, I'm so sorry. Iceland was 3 years ago. How in the world was that 3 years ago? Tiff, how many countries have you been to, babes? And do you and Taylor have room for one extra person to join you on your world trips that you just gallivant on? Okay, let's see. We can go ahead and put this one down. Excellent. You're never going to be able to be rid of me, Tiff. So sorry in advance, my love. Listen, I had to pay for single supplement for China. I'm not quite sure I know what that means, Tiff. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Are we going to have made enough money? I think it was 78 was what we needed to... Oh! I think we're fine. Go us! Actually, let's buy some stuff. Okay, let's see. Like, Taylor and her husband and I are going... Oh! You had to pay an extra fee? Okay, Tiff. I'll be your +1. Let's see. I think we already have the slingshot recipe, so I'm not gonna worry about that one. Flimsy axe. Let's do the DIYs for beginners. Oh, I've already purchased it. Go me. Okay. Red roses, red windflower, white pansy. Okay, maybe we'll then just look at our Nook Miles. You're already looking into 2028. Y'all are truly iconic. Okay, so we have 8,000 Nook Miles. Actually, I'm gonna wait on that. Tool ring, I'm okay with waiting on that one too. Yeah, let's see. Let's do the Nook shopping. What are the options for 2028? I do think these Lego items are cute. Oh, it is Mother's Day coming up. Okay, so I think what I'm going to... No, Jacqueline, you got ahead of yourself. Put the money away. Okay. If flights drop to Australia, I haven't given up. I'm also living in the fantasy that I'm still going. Well, yeah, Tiff, I am too. So you and I are on that together. We go off vibes and what trips are on sale. That's okay. So how do you search for your trips? Like what do you look for? Do you go through a company? Jordan, Egypt would be really cool. I've always wanted to go to Egypt. I think that would be amazing. And I've been very close to Jordan many times, but for some reason I've never crossed the border. Okay, let's see. Where did we put our axe? Did we run out of axes? Did I already pick up the axe? I did already pick up the axe. Wow. 10 points to Jacqueline. Okay, you go through a company most of the time. That's really cool. I need to I need to get details on that. Connor and I have talked about kind of trying to do an international trip like probably once every 2 years. And so maybe we'll look into those because that could be a lot of fun. I am Briar. There are only 3 of us, if that helps, Orville. I want to fly. Nook Mile ticket. Okay, so should we invite the person who is going to be on this island to come live on our island? What if it's Owl? Actually, no, I think it has to be a normal, peppy, or lazy. Is that right? I've still spent less traveling to Bali and Fiji than I did going to a state in the US for a week. Oh my gosh. Tiff, that is amazing what y'all are able to do. Okay, so, should I admit this? You know the, like, hear me out cakes and stuff? Wilbur's on mine. I think it's the deep voice. Oh, hello, cutie patootie. I think that's Pico, maybe? I may have completely missed that. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you. It is the voice. There's just something there. And the fact that he's so dorky. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, I think for right now, I mean, I probably should get, what should we do? We technically don't need wood. Elle, I hope you're proud of me. I am using my net. Because I'm not like, well, actually, hold on. We are going to eventually at some point do the plots, and that's definitely going to need some wood and stuff. It is Pico. She is so cute. Okay. Whenever I have a home in who knows how many months, move to my island. He does give Ron Swanson vibes. Like, listen, if our plane broke down, I believe that Wilbur would be able to fix it and repair it. Like, he would roll up his sleeves and I don't know exactly what to do. And I just think there's something to that. Yeah, he's absolutely got a toolbox in the airplane. Yeah, 100%. I could not agree with you more. He probably, like, keeps a wrench in his back pocket just for funsies, you know? Okay, I do love windflowers, but I am going to remind myself that we are not here. This is not going to be an aesthetic island, so we don't particularly need to go with that in mind. I wish I had a shovel. Tiff, I feel like you would have an absolutely fantastic hear me out cake. I feel like this is going to break within like the next 3 swings. You should do one. You absolutely should do one. It was 3 swings. That was pretty close. Okay, so I guess I'm not particularly going to worry about... I could make one. But Do I want to? Not particularly. We have about 10 minutes left of the stream. Let's see how far we can get. Liv, I don't know if you're still awake yet, bae, or still awake, but I have to say, the way that some people can stream for 5.5 hours, I am so amazed by that because I've only been doing this for 3 hours and I already feel like I've lost my voice. Some people are superhuman. Tip, you would need yours to be a full sheet cake. Wait, that is so funny. That is so funny. Girl, you might need multiple sheet cakes. Costco size. Dude, Holly's saying that one of her students mentioned, oh gosh, E.T. That sent me into orbit. So funny. People should not be allowed to be that funny. You phoned home. Hilarious. E.T. like, that one really is a hear me out. Like, sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, they just made these animated characters way too attractive. Okay, but no, E.T., that one's a true hear me out. All right, let's... Ooh, we could get that bug. It's a choice. It is a choice. Okay, all temperature. So I think I'm going to prioritize getting the stone and ore. And I'm not going to worry about the wood. Let's see. I'm also gonna go ahead and get these so I can get some more nook miles. I also need to plant the peaches that our mom sent us. I didn't do that last week. I had someone else who was from Animal Crossing who would be on my Hear Me Out cake. Now I can't remember who it is. I need to write down these ideas as I have them. And okay, I think we have like maybe one, or is that the last rock? Let's see. I think I got this one at the end. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. My palms just started sweating so bad. I hate it. I don't know which one's worse, the tarantula or the scorpion. I hate it. When I lived in Haiti, we had both tarantulas and scorpions. And I would find scorpions in my house. Thankfully, I'm literally gonna throw up. And I remember one time Connor was coming down to visit me, I think. I think it was when Connor was coming. And or maybe, I can't remember. Anyway, people were coming and they were about to be there. And why would they hold it in their hand like that? But, and I found one in my house and I was like, I do not have time for this. I do not have time to deal with a freaking scorpion right now. And anyway, I got rid of the scorpion very quickly, but it's still, but I also really don't like spiders. But yeah, I never had a bad experience with a tarantula in Haiti, but definitely with the scorpions. Oh my gosh, my palms. What a way to end this stream. Ugh. You can probably hear my dog barking in the background, and that's about how I feel right now too. But hey, at least we caught it. Do we put it in the museum or do we, well, we technically don't need the money right now. So maybe we do put it in the museum. Or, well, no, that feels like cheating. I was going to say we could stockpile a bunch of like the vampire squid and the scorpions to sell for next time, but that does feel a little bit like cheating. I am going to count whenever you can like put 10,000 bells in the glowing spot and then you can get 30,000 the next time. I will absolutely consider that not cheating for the next round. I am not above that. Let's see. I know I'm not going to be able to get to our museum, but I'm just going to set the scorpion down here. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let's see. And how about we sell all of this stuff and then go ahead and put everything away in our storage, and then that can kind of be it for this evening. What a successful day. So much more successful than I was anticipating it to be. Okay, so let's see. We can sell all of these things, keep our coconuts, keep that, and we'll sell the weeds. Sold. I really do need to prioritize planting the peaches. Oh, just look at little Edward. He's so cute. I think he should be our mascot. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and put all of this stuff away. Man, it's like really quiet in the house. My goodness. Not sure that really makes anything better, but okay. Allie, how good does it feel to not have to be editing right now? And I'm just going to, oh, we can't plant them yet. We need our, that's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, that is it for the stream. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. This was so much fun. I am so sorry that the chat was not doing what it was supposed to do. Fingers crossed next week I will actually have some more stuff figured out. I don't know. I feel like every week I learn something new of, you need to do better with that. So anyway, I have my homework that I need to work on, but I had so much fun tonight. Thank y'all so much. If you have missed any of the other videos, you can check out the VODs. They're on YouTube, and all of them so far, except for the first one, is on Twitch. Sorry about that. I didn't set it up correctly, but this was so much fun. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Happy gaming, and I'll see you next time. Bye.